This content is so lazy that I did not bother getting any of my camera equipment out. If they're gonna be lazy, I'm gonna be lazy right back. And that is not because my tripod broke before filming this and I didn't have time to get a new one. I'm making this statement. Hi, my name's Kenna and welcome back to another episode of me talking, complaining edition. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to join the Kens. We are not lazy. We just have undiagnosed mental illness. And my Kens know, I don't really like making content calling people out. However, I have found what I believe to be the laziest form of content I have ever seen. And this is on Instagram Reels. So today, we're gonna be having a little shit talking sesh. So if you have Instagram, you probably know that there are two forms of content that are really big right now. One of them is just posting screenshots of posts, which, like, I get, not everybody uses those platforms and they want to be in the know on what's going on there. It is a little dubious that these meme pages are making money off of other people's content. Even if it's just a meme, they didn't say that. That wasn't their joke, and they're making money off of it. But at the very least, they do leave in the username, so that's something. Now, another form of popular content is essentially just staring at the screen and putting up a long wall of text that says your opinion or a funny experience. What if I told you, you don't need to put your own thought or opinion. You don't even need to have a thought. Enter Cory Dior. So, Cory Dior, he is an Instagrammer with 550,000 followers. So his content's gotta be pretty good, especially since he's posting it 3 times a day. That's a great sign. Truly nothing has decreased the quality of our media than this recent push from the algorithm to post as much as you can. It has increased not only the quantity of content, but the quantity of brain rot. Let me show you some of this high quality content that Cory Dior is posting. That's it. He looks into the camera, looks off to the side, and then looks back into the camera. And he posts that 3 times a day. And he doesn't even bother filming different videos. He posts the same video 3 times in a row. Which, like, I guess it's for the aesthetic. Like, it makes his Reels grid look clean. But come on, man. Can't you at least film yourself looking in a different direction? Like up or down. Dare I say, a left. Also, like, where is he looking? I like to imagine it's a horror type situation where there's this weeping angel type creature coming at him, but it can only be stopped when he looks at it. In which case, I am sorry for calling him lazy. It is very hard to make content when you have a demonic entity chasing after you. Okay, so yeah, the video that he films is kind of lazy, but the text itself has to be funny, right? The text itself is creative and funny, but it's not his. All he does is take the text from these posts, puts them up on his video as if they're his own original thoughts. So of course, because he doesn't give credit, everyone assumes that he is the one who thought of these.
Amazing, love your work.
What work? Yeah, I'm sure he worked really hard looking up those posts to steal, typing them out. 3 times a day he has to type out text. That's not even to mention his neck. It's gotta be in a lot of pain since he can only ever move it in one direction. He does have in his profile DM for credit or removal, which essentially is saying that they aren't his original thoughts. But it's like, why not just automatically give credit? Hi, editing McKenna. I just want to show how he replies to some of the compliments that he gets on his page.
You are really on fire these days. You are so funny and accurate. Thank you. Dude, you are so funny. Thank you.
The way he replies suggests that he made up the text himself. It's very deliberately misleading. He obviously knew where he got the post from. He had to type it out himself. But at the very least, he could just type it out in Google and the post would come right up. In fact, I've done that with multiple of his and the post always appears. So because he's obviously doing this to make a quick and easy buck, he has a merch shop. Guys, even his merch is lazy. It's just his name in a font that, quite frankly, I don't believe he paid for. He doesn't even bother to change the product descriptions from the default ones. So yeah, Cory Dior, More like Cory bore, Cory snore, Cory watch your content because he's gonna steal it. He kept popping up on my Instagram reels and I kept getting frustrated because it's just such blatantly lazy content thievery. Unfortunately, he is not the only one. These types of accounts have been popping up more and more. If you scroll through Insta reels for like 2 seconds, chances are you're gonna come across one of these. There's no specific reason why I called out these creators over others, except that they're the ones that came up on my Insta reels. They should not have shown up on my For You page. It is not a safe place there. There's this guy, Abe Ain't Lincoln. He basically makes the same type of content as Cory. Ew. Why is he looking like that? He looks like he's afraid. He looks like he's got a demonic entity walking straight towards him. Also, Abe films in public. Abe is out there in the Walmart. The guy's been standing there for a while. I think he's scaring off the other customers. Should we call someone? I don't know what to do. Don't worry. He's in here like every Wednesday. He'll eventually go. There's also Finley Spam. He does a smolder. He does a little... Finley, I think, really wants to do thirst traps, but he knows he can get a lot more attention with meme thievery, so he just kind of, and then puts text over it.
When the alcohol starts feeling like you're no longer shy and quiet.
Quite what? I'm sorry, I know that's so grammar police. I do think it's kind of ridiculous that the one thing that these guys have to do right is just type out these posts. That's all they need to do. And they can't even do that. That is how lazy these are. His fingers are just typing so much. He's got to get out so much content. He can't stop to proofread.
Nothing makes a person more attractive than being confident.
Okay, so which one is it? Said nothing makes a person more attractive, but then you gave 3 options. I can't. Even he seemed uncomfortable with that one. He got a little insecure at the end there. What are you doing here, Finley? Are you using this as a dating app?
A female will let you go through her whole phone.
A female? Okay. But some of them don't just stare at the screen. Some get a little creative with their background videos. Not too creative though, okay? Lower your expectations. I find this guy in particular so funny because what he does instead is just walk really fast. Where is he going?
Mother duckers that go to sleep late but wake up early are the most dangerous mother duckers on earth.
Is that who you're running from? People who stay up late but also get up early? That would be nerve-wracking because they're up at all hours of the day. They can get you at any hour. Now, just because he's walking really fast doesn't mean he doesn't look at the camera. No, in fact, he does both at once. And it makes me feel like I'm the creeper. Like he's mad at me for looking at him.
When you've been avoiding that, hey, when can we meet person and they finally see you?
Oh, so that's where he's been running from. There's also official Ryan L. Now, Ryan started by doing the same thing that Cory did. Sometimes he would put a little more performance in it.
You ever stare at a message and think, how the duck do I reply to this?
Like, he put his all into that one. This one I like to imagine is not actually a stolen meme. It's a call for help. He genuinely got a horrifying text. And as he was reading it, the first thing he thought was, y'all ever get a text and you're like, what do you do with that? And he was like, jot that down. One guy texted me, have you ever seen a miscarriage? I was in shock. Well, did he show you the miscarriage? But then Ryan realized that actually he could get more engagement if he acted weird in the background. That one is how Sims walk when you give them the confident trait. My Sims, after wetting themselves, because I did not give them the option of free will, and I forgot to make them go to the bathroom. What is he doing? What is he reaching for? God? A smoke alarm? Looked a little mad at the end there. Don't worry, Ryan, one day you'll get there.
Girls need to realize a boy best friend is just a dude trying to get with them.
This one is so ominous. Where is he looking? I also feel kind of insulted. Like what, you can't even look at me? You can't even look me in the eye? You make a wildly unfounded claim. But yeah, most of these guys are pretty misogynistic, which is upsetting because they'll also steal posts about girlhood and womanhood to get that demographic as well.
Girl math is purposefully not wearing makeup a few days before going out, so when you do put some on, you feel extra pretty.
How does he know? No, because he stole it, monkey ass. Oh, one. I'm sorry, I don't mean to attack a random person on Instagram, but I really do like that name being O1 because it implies that there's gonna be many monkey asses. There's gonna be an O2, an O3, and it's gonna get into the double digits. Is this you? Doesn't vape. Doesn't go to parties. Always on your phone. Only leaves the house for sports, food, and friends. Has few real friends. Not popular but well known. Always listening to music. Always up late. If this is you, maybe this account can help you. Help you what? Personally, I don't even feel like any of those are problems that you would need help with. If anything, some of them are already good. The only thing I can think that this account would help with is to get you off your phone. Because you would see his posts and you'd be like, what am I filling my brain with? I'm gonna go outside, actually.
I really want TTTTT to hug GGGG you boo at your to fi out.
Imagine someone sends you this, like 100% genuine. How would you react? I'll tell you how I would react. I would get actually more far. I am not far enough. I am still in the hug danger zone.
We all have that one friend who's skinny but is also strong AF.
The way that he's looking in this one is like, are you trying to get with that friend, Cory? He's like, ooh, we all have that one friend who's skinny, could pick you up and rock you like you're a little baby. Like you're a little baby man. Give you a little piggyback ride. Also, a lot of the time, they don't even bother filming new stuff. They just take the same video and reuse it over and over, which I don't like because it's forcing me to give Cory the worst props. Because now I gotta sit here and say, well, at least Cory only reuses his videos 3 times. At least he goes and he films himself looking in a different outfit. Ryan has in his bio, God first, which I think is funny. Because isn't stealing a sin, Ryan? Do you think God wants you to be posting Insta Reels where you just steal people's jokes? Will you do really weird stuff in the background? Are you guys ready? I'm not done. I have one more. And I actually think this one is the worst. Brandon Carlo. Brandon just reuses videos of himself doing whatever. Like him in the gas station. Him filling up gas. Him sitting in his car. I'm pretty sure that these are all just one day. He just took videos for one day. And now he's set for life. Brandon, don't you need to get gas again? Just film it one of the times and then boom, you have new footage. Brandon reuses so often. I swear this guy has 25 posts that he just recycles. Brandon's specialty is 2 things. He likes to say, nah, because why do we all have that one friend who insert literally anything in the world? So these are all the friends that we all have. That one friend who has selective smartness, one friend who gets distracted so easily, that one friend who collects embarrassing photos of you, that one friend who you consider family at this point, that one friend who gets called only by their nickname. You know, how nicknames work. That one friend who says that they always need to save money, but then they proceed to buy the most expensive and unnecessary things. That one friend who literally has to pee all the time. One friend who never sleeps. That one friend that does literally the most random things. That one friend who's always sick. That one friend that you click with right away. That one friend who acts exactly like you. That one friend who's such a wild card. That one friend who has the memory of a fish. That one friend who sings wrong lyrics with confidence. That one friend who literally laughs at everything they're not supposed to. That one friend who is the most reckless but safe driver you've ever met. That one friend who never gets embarrassed. That one friend who is literally glued into a sweatshirt. That one friend who is literally so naturally funny. That one friend who's low-key heartbroken but also obsessed with this one boy, but also talking to 20 different boys, but also that one friend who finds literally the most weirdest things funny. Or, nah, but are you even friends if you don't insert literally anything in the world? These are the traits that every good best friendship should have. Otherwise, are you even friends if you haven't blocked each other over something dumb? When someone they don't like walks past, you say to them, look, it's your bestie. You had a period of time where you didn't speak forever and then randomly started speaking every day again. Do not have the same type. One's an innocent blonde who's not so innocent, and one's a heartbroken brunette who's a bit of a psycho. This one's so specific. I like the comment that's like, we're not white, Brendan. One of you is in a happy relationship and the other is so single it hurts. One of you remembers everything in extreme detail and one of you has the short-term memory of a goldfish. And I stopped there because there was genuinely so much of it. I couldn't get through it. I scrolled so far back that I got to the point where there were just these girls and I was like, Brandon? Is that you? But it turns out he was just advertising the bubble gun. And if your social medias are so basic and hacked that you can straight up remove yourself from it for posts on end, you are not an influencer.
Maybe I should make one last bad decision before the year ends just for the plot.
He's aiming to take him out. Do it. Make that one last bad decision. I know people are gonna be like, who cares? But I care, and I think you should too. Is this really the type of content that we want to be encouraging? Is this the amount of effort we're gonna accept? This is like if you went to a comedy show and a comedian walks on stage, holds up a handwritten sign of a joke that he stole from a joke book, and then asks you to pay him money. Anyways, that's it for me. If you've watched this far and you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to join the Kens. Kens, I hope you have a great start to your summer, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.